Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Candace Boothby, and I'm the President and CEO of the Newnan Coweta Chamber. And we are with you today for another segment of our Where Are We Wednesday. And I am delighted to be here at Wesley Woods of Newnan with my friend Beth Tripp, who is in charge of everything marketing and wonderful, and my new friend Ron, a retired minister. Ron.
That's okay.
And we are having so much fun. We're going to show them some of the scenes throughout the facility that makes it so wonderful. But you guys are in your 27th year.
Yes.
Here in this location. And I know Mr. and Mrs. Barron were responsible for originally casting the vision, as you say, and creating this facility. So walk us down that, just a little bit of the history.
Sure. So I believe that what we're doing here at Wesley Woods of Newnan is we're living their legacy. So years ago, Mr. Lindsay and Miss Jeanette Barron had a vision for having a community where people could retire with dignity and grace south of Atlanta. There wasn't anything like this around. If you were to retire, you would need to go into Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So they brought their friends together, created a board, raised money, and then connected with Wesley Woods Senior Living as the managing group to manage this property. And so how Wesley Woods differentiates from other communities and how we are very, very different is that we continue to live their vision where residents have a voice. And Ron can speak to that too. Residents have a voice. Over 80% of our residents in independent living are on committees, and there are 8 different committees from culinary to historic preservation to landscape to decorating. And so we just had but every other month we have a resident association meeting. We have board of directors who present, and then people who are in charge of these committees present, and also the people who work here.
For those of you that are watching this, Ron graciously allowed us to film this in his apartment. And you have a bedroom, this amazing living room, a beautiful kitchen, and you've converted the other bedroom into an office with built-ins.
And I love it.
And it's amazing. Trust me. I told him I'd like to move in here with him.
I was happy.
And the dog's sassy.
Yeah.
So the chamber's been out here and hosted events.
Yes.
In the big room, what's it called?
The Tompkins Auditorium.
Tompkins Auditorium. We did our annual meeting there 10, 15 years ago, maybe, right?
Yeah.
And you guys have hosted an after hours.
Yes.
But you have other groups in the community.
Yes, we welcome other groups.
Right.
We've hosted Kiwanis, we've hosted Rotary, we've been recently honored to win for the 5th year in a row, Best of Coweta for Assisted Living.
Okay.
They don't have a Senior Living Community Award. We won Best Assisted Living, and we are hosting all of the Best of Coweta winners later this month.
Love that. So why do you think you guys have won that 5 years in a row? Because there's a lot of assisted living facilities in our community.
So we have an extraordinary leadership team. I think that Ron can attest to that. We have the folks here. I just want to back up and share, we're private and not for profit.
Okay.
And I think that creates a culture where there's not a lot of turnover.
Right.
So usually when they're, especially in assisted living, skilled or memory care, there's a lot of turnover with the care. And we have consistent care. We have many, many folks that have been here for years.
Okay.
And so they see this as their, not just a job, but this is their passion.
It's really, the staff is so caring.
And you've been here 10 years.
10 years next week. 10 years.
Wow.
Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
What do you enjoy about living here? Other than this beautiful space.
I really enjoy being a part of a community of care. I lived alone in a big house, and I really wanted to be with people.
Because you're a people person.
Yeah. And I had never been to Newnan. I had never heard of Newnan when I came here. My daughter lives in Stockbridge, and that's why I'm here. But I walked into a dining room where I knew nobody.
Wow.
And when I left, I felt like I had a lot of friends. It's the most unusual place to welcome and receive new people we do it all the time.
all the time.
And we're intentional to be sure they're included with older residents during meal times. Marketing hands them a handbook and talks about the procedures and process here. So we try to make it as easy as possible because it is a major transition.
It is, and you're a bit of an anomaly because I don't know that I've ever met anybody here that hadn't lived in Newnan.
And it's been a shift.
Yes.
We have a number of people.
So I think years ago when the Barons established Wesley Woods of Newnan, it was all, they brought their friends.
Right.
Those were the board. They brought their friends.
Yeah.
And now what's happened, and I think you can see this is in Newnan, is a lot of people have moved here. So what's happened is so many people are moving to Wesley Woods of Newnan from out of state.
Right.
Because they are moving, the folks are moving here to be near an adult child.
Family is here.
And I moved from Kentucky.
Okay.
Here in Kentucky had been my home, though I'd served churches in Georgia. I went back in retirement to Kentucky. But I came back here after a number of years because I wanted to find this nice place to live the balance of my life, and I only wanted to move one more time. I did.
This
and
was a great decision.
I lived upstairs and then I moved downstairs.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful.
The other part of that is, as a United Methodist minister, I was a part of annual conference the year that they began to talk about a Methodist retirement home in Newnan. And I've spent 45 years in the active ministry before I retired, and I wanted to finish my life in a United Methodist institution.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like full circle.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
no, I
Yes.
like that. That's wonderful. So I know you have a lot of activities.
Yes.
But I did want you to mention the Wedgwood Boutique.
Yes, absolutely.
Because if you're listening, it is open to the community.
It is.
You can get some amazing product at great prices.
Yes. So Ron volunteers there weekly.
Okay.
Yes.
And was very good friends with the woman who helped start it, Miss Frances
Miss
Goodson.
Frances, she was-
Yeah, Miss Jeanette had passed away by the time. Yeah, but
We're the only Wesley Woods campus that has a boutique.
yeah.
Well, and it is an amazing boutique.
We have lots. When these events happen, we try to open up in the evening for potential customers. And lots of folks stop.
And Candace has purchased there.
Good for you. You know, and we
I
have
purchased a lot.
a Christmas sale and we have a Bunny Bash.
Yes.
Both of those we attract a large number of community people.
And it lasts not just one day.
It usually lasts Friday and Saturday from 9 to 5.
Okay. Talk a little bit more about what the next steps are, what the vision is for Wesley Woods.
So
My vision is to live a long time.
And I hope you realize that vision.
So our campus has what we call the full continuum of care.
Okay.
The independent living cottages that we spoke of, apartments, there are 11 different floor plans. And then we have assisted living, memory care, and skilled nursing. So anybody who moves here in independent living has a priority access for the higher levels of care. And what we're seeing, the trend is larger spaces. So when these apartments were built, there were 3 what we call combo apartments that were larger. Ron was in one of them. And then there were 1,300, 1,500, and 1,900 square feet. And that is the demand now, is that folks want larger spaces.
That is so interesting.
It's
because
very
it's
interesting.
counter to the tiny home concept.
Yeah.
Yes, it's counter to the tiny, but it's also couples are moving here.
Okay.
And they want larger spaces. So right now we're exploring the opportunity of combining apartments.
Okay.
And
Which means you're going to have to expand in other areas.
well, we're just combining 2 side by side in independent
And
living.
I lived in one that had been originally intended to be built for 2, but the owners bought both of those before they were completed. So we have some that have been intended to be.
Yes, we do.
So it's a fairly simple transition to move.
I hope so.
Yeah.
The other thing Beth was talking about, one of the reasons I chose Wesley Woods was I'm guaranteed care for the balance of my life if I were to run out of money.
Yes.
Wesley Woods, through the United Methodist Church, has a benevolent care fund. And we are blessed that once we've depleted our own resources that Wesley Woods cares for us.
And is that because you were already a resident?
Yes, you have to
you
be
have
a
to be a
resident.
You have to resident for 5
For
years.
30 years, right?
Yeah.
5 years.
That's
Well, you've doubled
wonderful.
your,
Yeah, maybe I'll get more money.
right.
But it's a real comfort to know that whenever we need to move to another section, we're not leaving our friends behind. They can
Right.
come visit us. Many of them are going to come over there with us.
you, yeah.
And then skilled care is the finest care for the final days of our journey. And I don't have to give a second thought to what's going to happen if I were to run out of money.
Right. So that decreases your stress level.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
you can live peacefully.
Yes.
Yes, I love that. So we're going to have to wrap it up.
Okay.
So are there any final thoughts you'd like to share?
So I just want to share how Wesley Woods, because it's a private nonprofit, what that really means. And that means it creates a culture where people who work here, there's not a lot of turnover.
Right.
Okay. It also creates a culture where our community has never been bought or sold. Okay. There's a lot of communities that are bought and sold. Wesley Woods Senior Living, who manages us, has been around for 70 years.
Which is amazing.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. And manages 10 communities throughout the north part of Georgia, Newnan and north.
So can you look in the camera and invite Kawita to come be a part of the Wesley Woods family?
Sure. So you may know somebody who needs to be in a community right now. Somebody who, maybe your neighbor who is living by themselves, or somebody who needs care. And we would love to invite you to tour our community. We give private tours. There's not any pressure with that. And love to talk to you and hear your story and help figure out how we can support you, whether that's in independent living, assisted living, or memory care. Beyond that, if you're an organization that would like to use our auditorium to have a lunch or a dinner or breakfast, we would love to talk with you about that and invite you in and let you see who we are.
Could I just add,
Yes,
one who made that decision voluntarily with Beth's marvelous support, it's the best decision I've ever made. I age with a group of people who feel like family, and the staff cares for us for every need we have. So I would invite anybody to make that choice. It's the best choice I've made in the older years of my life, to be happy, healthy, and safe in a good place to call home.
Yeah, and a lot of joy that
Yes.
comes with
Yeah.
that. So, Beth and Ron, thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us. I want to thank you guys for being a part of another Where Are We Wednesday, and I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.